Jake Mace again with Phoenix Longevity Arts. We're here in Tempe, Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to show you some drills that I use for flexibility, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me on YouTube comments and YouTube emails and Facebook. Those of you who have friended me on Facebook have been asking, what are some things I do for flexibility? Now, I'm a big advocate of three things for flexibility. Number one is warm up doing a bunch of other type of physical athletic exercises. And at the end of your workout, focus on your stretching when you're warm and sweating. Like right now, I'm just sweating. It's almost 10 o'clock and I am warm. So I'm going to stretch. Number two, if you want to get flexible in the beginning of your workout, it's going to be moving stretches, movement while stretching. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in that regard in a second. And number three is your diet. The foods you're eating could easily be preventing your joints from becoming flexible. Diet is one of the most important ways to remain supple, remain flexible and youthful, especially in the joints. So here are some of the moving stretches that I do to warm up when I want to gain some good kicking ability and flexibility. Number one, I'm going to do it with my student Joachim here. We're going to do blade kicks. So from a good solid sparring stance, just take your lead leg and do a side kick style of kick, but lifting it straight up in the air. Let's do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to stand tall. 7, 8. Just let the hips kind of fall out. 9 and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Number two is just a simple straight kick. So we'll go back to back and we'll do 10 straight kicks. Same thing, good solid stance, but this time the rear leg does the kick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Then we'll face you guys. We'll work on outside smashes. So we'll both use our left leg. The rear leg does the kick. We're in a good solid stance. And if you notice, I'm starting to get winded. We're getting out of breath because this is your cardio too. This will tone the stomach. And this is almost, I would say, better for you than running, because you're going to increase your flexibility, you're going to increase your lung capacity, and you're going to get better cardio, but you're also going to be increasing your flexibility at the same time. So outside smashes, rear leg, and we'll do a sample. We're going to kick the leg outside circle each time. So let's just do 5 of these. So join us. E, R, sun, S, big circle. Woo. And the other leg, same thing. E, R, sun, S, woo. Then of course the opposite, inside smashes. So left leg, inside, keep the hands up. E, and keep your balance. R, sun, S, woo. Bigger the circle, the better. Other leg. E, R, sun, S, woo. Good. And then from there we go back to blade kicks again, a second time. Just 5. Switch. Good. Then what we'll do is we'll both turn face to face and do reverse straight kicks, trying to keep our posture nice and straight. So we'll work the front of the hip. Okay, so we'll both act as if we're going to block each other, hands in front, and we'll take one leg and swing it back as high and as straight as we can. E, R, sun, S, woo. Other foot. E, R, sun, Once we do that, our joints are kind of starting to get warm, right? The sweat is starting to pour even more. If you guys want to sweat a lot, come to my class where it's 110 degrees. And we're going to do some reverse bow stance squats. So we're both going to be maybe facing them, and we'll both, you squat on the right side first, I'll squat on the left. So we're both going to sink down and sink this way. You notice how my heels are both on the floor, especially the leg that's bent. I know a lot of you out there are going to be tempted to put your heel up in the air like that, and you don't want to do that because it's taking away flexibility in your back and your knees taking a lot more of the weight. You want to put the heel flat and try to sit all the way back on the ground without your hands. So sitting down, coming up, sitting down, coming up, sitting down, coming up. Then we'll switch, other side. 2, and back. 3, 4, 5. We both pop at the same time. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then from there, we're going to go to horse stance, and we're going to push the knees out. We had a video a few months ago called The Perfect Horse Stance, and the reason why I think that a horse stance can be perfect is that you want to do a few things with the horse stance. You want to keep the knees out, the back straight, the hips supporting the body, the hands are pulled in for extra conditioning in the back, and we're sinking down to where our thighs are flat, so it's a box. It goes thighs, calves, feet, back. And our chest is hollowed, our back muscles are all tight, our biceps are flexed, so we're getting a lot of good conditioning. This is a proper horse stance because you're getting extreme physical conditioning at the same time as you're holding your leg position. And we're going to keep this, and we're going to put our hands here. Press our knees out, and then twist and stretch to the left. So I'm stretching my hips, lower back, and shoulders at the same time. Then the other way. If you also go on our channel and check out the 8 brocades of Qigong, this is one of the 8 brocades. Turn back, and again. And that is an excellent way to warm up your joints and your legs for being flexible. Then I want you guys to do the whole set again for set 2, and then do the whole set again for set 3. Because when I'm working out, I always try to do 3 sets of whatever fitness routine I'm going through that particular day. And if this was one routine, gotta go through the whole sequence 3 times. Practice this every single day as your morning warm-up before work or before school instead of running, and you'll be on your way to a more flexible body, better conditioning, and make sure you train safely and drink a huge glass of water before you start. In regards to foods, I've heard most commonly that increasing your intake of the leafy greens, especially the dark leafy greens like collard greens and kale, kohlrabi, maybe some beet greens. Even I have 4 trees on my property called moringa trees, and moringa trees are even more nutritious than kale. So when you up your intake of your kales, your spinaches, your leafy greens like collards, kohlrabi, and moringa, your joints, your organs, your skin, your brain, your cells, your whole body reaps the benefits of these foods that are super high in nutrients. Check out the Andy scale, the aggregate nutrient density index, and pick foods that are high up on the Andy scale. I'll see you guys next time.